Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $15,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 72-year-old male. Now, first thing I recommend you do is go to our website at funeralfunds.com. We've got these free quoters on just about every page. All you do is you select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount, and you enter your birth date and the other information. Click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies with all the lowest rates. And what this will help you do is avoid those terrible companies out there that have rates that are like 200% more expensive than other companies. It will help you avoid those companies that offer you those super low teaser rates and then try to upsell you once they get you on the phone. You can also call us toll free, 888-862-9456. One of our agents can get you pricing and help you understand what you qualify for there as well. Now, one of the most important things to consider if you're a 72-year-old male looking for $15,000 worth of insurance is that going to take care of your final expense needs? Now, when we talk final expense, typically we're talking cremation or burial. So let's start out with cremation. The average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of a ceremony, a remembrance ceremony or celebration of life ceremony, in addition to the cremation, that's probably going to be in the $3,500 to $4,500 range. So as far as coverage, we would typically recommend for that cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn, we'd typically recommend between $5,000 to $7,000 coverage. Now, obviously, if the cremation's $2,000 and you've got $5,000, you've got a little bit more coverage than you need. But the reason we do that is you're 72. We're hoping you live till 82. And we want to make sure that there's extra money in there to allow for inflation so that you don't have to come back and get another plan at some point in the future. But it depends on your needs. And, if you live to 82, you might need even a little bit more coverage. But what it also does is, God forbid, if you died a little sooner than you thought, there's a little bit extra money there just to take care of maybe any final kind of lawyer bills or final expenses or any other kind of miscellaneous bills or anything like that. But also you've got enough insurance that, you're inflation proofing your plan in the future. So if you're looking at that cremation where you're going to have the ceremony, we would typically recommend around $7,000 to $10,000, kind of for the same reason. Now, whether it's a burial or cremation, sometimes people will approach us and say, hey, I want to get $25,000, $30,000, maybe $40,000 because I want to leave some money behind for my family or my kids or something like that. We typically don't recommend that at age 72. If you'd wanted to leave life insurance to your children, you probably should have taken care of that earlier in life. And the reason we say that is most of the people we help are on a fixed or limited income, and we really want to keep things affordable. And we've seen far too many times when somebody calls up or wants information and they go, if I can't do $40,000, I'm not going to do anything. And we just go, oh my gosh, really? If you can't do $40,000, you're going to stick your kids with a $10,000 to $15,000 funeral bill just because you can't get $40,000? So we don't recommend that. Get exactly what you need, typically, is what we recommend. Use this insurance for your final expense insurance needs. And instead of getting more insurance, which is going to cost you more money, just spend that extra money that you'd be paying for more insurance and spend that money on your children or your family when you're alive. They'll have those memories as you will, and you'll have just exactly the policy you need to take care of things after you pass away. Now, for a burial, the average cost in the United States is right around $10,000. Now, so if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, they will typically get things done in pretty much all parts of the United States. But I guarantee you one thing, it's not going to be fancy. No, it's not. So just understand that funeral homes will work with you, and it would be hard to imagine nobody would, and they would just let you and your check walk out the door down to their competitors just down the street. But just understand, at age 72, if you plan on living to 82 or possibly even 92, $10,000 is not going to be enough to inflation-proof the plan in the future. It'll take care of things right now. If that's all you can afford right now, by all means, get the $10,000 because it's first-day coverage and it protects right away. And if need be, we can always help you add more coverage later. Now, the one thing we absolutely recommend is first day coverage or benefits. That's the only thing we help people with here at funeralfunds.com. We do not recommend the 2-year waiting period plans. I'm going to talk about those in a moment. But a lot of 72-year-olds would say, hey, I really like the concept of first day coverage, but, I'm kind of old and I've kind of got some health issues and I'm not sure I qualify. And to that, we would say, hey, your health issues are our concern when it comes to this insurance. We work with a lot of different insurance companies. They all have different health questions that they ask. They all have different underwriting. And right now we're getting about 95% approvals for first day coverage or benefits. So we can typically help you out there. The only reason you wouldn't qualify for first day coverage or benefits is if you had some really significant health issues going on, like a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home, something like that. If that were the case, we would typically just refer you out to a different insurance company. The other thing that happens, seems like on a weekly basis, we get somebody that will call us up and they will say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week and they didn't have insurance and we don't have any money. So we need to get this insurance right away because their body's down at the funeral home. The funeral director is not going to do anything till he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get insurance to get a check in our hand to get to the check into the hand of the funeral home director. To which we say, there is no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer an insurance policy to a dead person. You have to be alive to qualify for one of these plans. And it's absolutely terrible that somebody passed away and didn't have this insurance. They knew they were going to die someday. They knew they needed this insurance. They probably thought they were going to do it at some point, but life had a surprise for them, and now their family's stuck with the bill. And what a terrible legacy to leave behind, to know that you're going to die and know that you don't have the money and not take care of this and stick your family and loved ones with this bill, to which they'll probably have to finance it or put it on credit cards and paying for this for years and years and years, just because you weren't responsible enough to get this insurance. So don't be that person. Don't have that be your legacy, that every time your name comes up, people go, oh, he stuck us with that bill. This insurance is affordable. We can help you out. We can get you exactly what you need. If you need to add more coverage later, we can help you do that. Now, we don't recommend those 2-year waiting period plans. And Colonial Penn is probably one of the more well-known companies out there for their 2-year waiting period plan. I bet you didn't know their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period plan. Ouch. No, you didn't know that. They don't kind of really tell you that very clearly on their TV commercials. But there's other companies out there too that are 2-year waiting period, like Mutual of Omaha, the United of Omaha product, AIG and Gerber, and just a host of other different companies out there that's the only thing they offer is a 2-year waiting period. And some of these companies have done an amazing job at convincing the American public that the only thing that they qualify for if you're over age 50 is a 2-year waiting period plan, to which we say, do not fall for such nonsense, because we help people with first day coverage all day long, as they say. So yeah, now, if you're a 72-year-old male, you're probably watching that Colonial Penn $9.95 commercial, and you're probably thinking, I am such a smarty pants. I waited until age 72, and now I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. I bet I can even get $50,000 for $9.95. And then they call a Colonial Penn agent, or they log onto the website and check prices like we've done for you. And they find out that 1 unit of coverage for $9.95 is only going to pay $627. Ouch. Now, $627 is not even going to cover the cost of cremation in the United States. So I'm not sure what good $627 is going to do for final expense. And, a lot of people would say that these companies that offer these really low teaser rates, that the only reason they do that is to get you to fill out their forms and get your contact info and get you on the phone and then try to upsell you, because they know that that small amount of coverage is never going to be adequate. And we would never say that about Colonial Penn. However, that's something you can decide on with any company out there. But yeah, let's take a look. So the problem with Colonial Penn is you can only get 15 units of coverage. That maxes out. And as you get older, it gets more and more difficult to get more coverage through Colonial Penn. And in fact, I don't think we can even get $15,000 from Colonial Penn. Let's see what 15 units is. There you go. 15 units is $9,405. You cannot even buy $15,000 at age 72 if you're a male. But let's do this. Let's take a look at what actual first day coverage pricing would be, and let's see if we can maybe even save any money. So $15,000, male, age 72, click get quote right there. And again, $9,000 roughly is $150. And look at here. So I want to show you up here again. This is $15,000, and $15,000 with this company. Great company. We work with them. We can see about getting you approved with them, but it's $115, and it's level coverage. Level means first day coverage. That's exactly what you want. $115 for $15,000 versus $150 for $9,405. Do you want to overpay? Do you want to overpay and get less coverage? I guess that's the question you're going to have to ask yourself about Colonial Penn. So the Colonial Penn is roughly $35 more a month than first day coverage. And it's around $6,000 less coverage. So for that $35 a month, let me do that math, that times 12 months, that is an extra $420 a year. If our 72-year-old male lives to 82, that's going to be roughly an extra $4,200 in extra premium that you paid to get a $9,000 policy instead of a $15,000 policy. Man, I don't know what planet you live on, but if you want to overpay and get less coverage, whoochie mama, we don't recommend that. Not on this planet anyway. So why would you ever sign up for a plan where they are going to overcharge you every single month you live for the rest of your life and whack you with a 2-year waiting period? We don't understand how that makes sense for folks. But let's take a look at some other insurance companies here. And let's see. You'll be able to see all these different insurance companies. Let's look at one, because we're 115 here. And, Lumico is 132. So 15 times 12, what is that? I'm just rounding numbers here. It's more than 15, but 15, that's roughly $180 a year. So after 10 years, you have overpaid $1,800. Why would you ever do that when you can save money just by going with the right company right off the bat and save $1,800 and keep that money in your own pocket? Spend it on yourself, spend it on your family, spend it on your loved ones. Create those memories. Don't give that extra money to an insurance company. That's silly. Let's keep going. You'll be able to see all these different companies here too. Well, here's one, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess. I mean, yikes. Look at the rates. High. Yay. It is level coverage. That's good though. But yeah, 153. So what Lincoln Heritage has, they've got a deal where when you pass away, they will call 2 or 3 funeral homes, supposedly get the best pricing, maybe do a couple other things, but they charge extra for that. It's not free. It is not free. So that's 153 to 115. So I'm just going to round the numbers up, but that's roughly $40 more a month, roughly. I think it's 38, but we'll just easier math for me. $40 a month. So that'd be $480 a year you're overpaying. If you lived an extra 10 years, that'd be an extra $4,800. So it's probably around $4,600 or so extra that you're spending, over 10 years. So you got to ask yourself, is it really worth paying an insurance company? Is it really worth overpaying an insurance company an extra roughly $4,800 to call 2 or 3 funeral homes, maybe do a couple other things. It only takes an hour or so to do. Man, a lot of people would say that is a pretty terrific payday for the insurance company, and we would agree. We would rather see you keep that money in your own pocket and enjoy that money for yourself or with your family. But what we recommend and what we help people with at Funeral Funds is we have a free funeral and estate planning guide, and you can download that off our website and fill it out. And once you get that filled out, you just keep it with your insurance policy, but it's going to tell your family who gets what and what goes where and exactly what you want done after you're gone. And it takes all the pressure off of them, and you can change that at any time. You don't need to call back to the insurance company like you do with these other companies and get things changed. You can change it at any time. What it does is it protects your family financially because you've got the insurance, and emotionally because you've listed down everything that you want done. And all they need to do is read through it and execute your wishes. And they're going to have the peace of mind knowing that they did everything exactly how you wanted it done. And what a wonderful gift. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind, that they will know that, you know, even in life, you were protecting them at a time when you wouldn't be around. And what a wonderful legacy to leave behind. And you can also save like lots of money by doing like you know, $4,600 to $4,800 versus some insurance company. So just be a smart consumer. We can really help you be a smart consumer. We've got a free quoter for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube, where you can get the most discounts and the best rates. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and one of our agents can run those rates for you and help you understand what's possibly even the best policy for you. But if you've got an existing policy and you just want to price shop it to see if we can save you money, we can do that. If you have an existing policy and you need to add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you need brand new insurance, we can help you out with that. And if you just have questions or concerns or want to know what you qualify for, we can help you out with that. But we look forward to getting you the most amount of insurance for the least amount of money. We'll hope to talk with you someday about this. And until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.